just in time. Good pressure on Bowden Barrett. Joey Carberry sliding in and Henshaw. Morales got hurt.
Tommy's off. Medic, please.
Lineout was ready to go. All the rest of the players are ready to go.
Medicals.
New Zealand often have their short lineout, and what they do is they get the ball to Reed at number 8, but they're both beanpole second rows, either side of him.
Oh, what a break and play. Let's go back to the studio and get the thoughts of Gordon Darcy. What's going through the players' heads at the moment, Gordon?
Well, I think we're going to have a certain amount of things to do here, but it's a great place for the Irish team at the moment. They're defending incredibly well. They're keeping themselves in the fight. To reiterate what I said at half-time, they need to score again here. They need to get a little bit of daylight between the New Zealand team.
Just 4 points to margin. Under 10 minutes left in the game.
Change is gone. Luke, change is gone.
Murray inside as Malala heads to the side as well. It's a tough physical game.
It's going to force New Zealand to rearrange. We've got to see it unfold a little bit. I haven't quite got the full view of it.
Come on.
New Zealand win the ball on that line.
Reed again going high, being lifted by the beanpoles. It's a classic line out that the All Blacks use.
No! All right!
Turner thinks he might have got through. This is good for New Zealand. Driving Ireland backwards. Dane Cole carrying the ball at the back. Bit further back now. 2 hookers on the field. Cody Taylor has come on from Moala.
One stop.
Been stopped once, but on New Zealand go.
Come on, beat him, get in.
And beating up the clock as well. One thing
You don't want to concede a penalty here now, John. If you're going to do that, do it much earlier.
That's been stopped the second time. Oh, little check of some tricky running from Perenara. Conor Murray got there to make the all-important tackle. Ireland, it's easy to say watching this, but it's time for real concentration, real focus. And the error comes Ireland's way. The ball just knocked on. And relief for the Irishmen. Oh, just getting tied up in the legs can happen so often. So Cody Taylor's going in the back row.
I'd love to know, does the Irish team know the setup that they're facing in the scrum, the 2 second rows that are currently packing down from New Zealand? Are they aware of it?
And Hooker up playing on the flank. He's trying to keep it in, drive for a penalty.
Stay here, stay here.
If you're in French top 14, that's exactly what you do.
Murray, little rubber kick down for Trimble to chase. Just fumbled slightly. Trimble got his hands on Barrett. New Zealand keeps the ball alive. Sevilla. Carberry makes the tackle. Van der Fleur there in support. New Zealand come to this left-hand side. Kieran Reid trying to impose himself with ball in hand. Good support and good clear out by the Kiwis.
Alright, who's that? Ring.
First receiver. Takatoa moves it on. New Zealand across the halfway line. Perenara asks questions on that narrow side. Ruben. Tackle. Now New Zealand come back the other way. Short pass to Sam Kane. Straight into the arms of Josh Van der Fleur. It's great recycling by New Zealand. Have they created the space?
Oh man, he smashed Liam Squire. Again, a little sloppy play from the All Blacks. But Trimble just smashed him.
Option, line out option. Line out option.
That is unbelievable. Because there's about 5 kg difference between those 2 players.
Read them hard in cold range.
He's bested now.
Captain, now excuse me.
Delighted to see Andrew Trimble back playing in the Irish side. He's in the wilderness a little bit in the Irish squad for a couple of years, but he's played every game this year.
I want to stop play, okay?
Let's look at this stabilise the game.
Somebody with a knee on the ground.
Look at the differential on the side. Boom.
Yeah, but every time there is a stoppage, there is somebody with a knee on the ground. I know it's a tough game, okay, but I want a fair play. Okay?
That's the way that's probably right, but New Zealand running an awful lot of penalties through the game. And one yellow card, he warned them there was still more penalties.
Come on. There's a big change. Rory Best captain. And off for Sean Cronin, who in World Rugby terms is one of the finest open field hookers in the game. Your classic impact ball.
Team Ireland now that New Zealand scrum it. Versatile they are now. So it's a chance here. Phelan has gone up. Referee wants the ball played. Murray gets it away. Ball turn wide. Debo chips ahead. Beautiful. Little chip. Debo chases down. Oh, great play in defence. Sevilla. Tight to his own line. Tuck it and go. And into touch. Brilliant, brilliant work by Ireland. What commitment.
That is sensational play. A wonderful scrum that began to disintegrate just as being released. But the exit strategy, getting it to Debo in space and allowing him to make the decision to kick or to run with it, he kicked. And the hunt, look at the numbers of players. Conor Murray flying. And he had to cover 65 metres just to make that hit.
Trimble was next man on the right winger. Brilliant effort from Ireland. 5 metres from
under 5 to go. Come on, Ireland. Can we start being very biased now as a crew?
No, I come again and again into that. It is too early.
Yes!
4 points between the teams.
Yes!
But Ireland in great field position here. They have possession. Heath left pick. Little reverse pass. Headshot! Try to Ireland! Headshot over! The fifth try for Ireland. An unbelievable performance at Soldier Field. In the Rugby Championship, New Zealand scored or conceded only 5 tries against 6 matches. Ireland put in 5, and surely Henshaw's finished. Look at this. 2 men on him, had the strength to make the line, and took it down.
Man, Henshaw has made about 500 tackles in a top-class international, and with moments to go in the match, he has taken the match by the scruff of the neck. Fantastic scrum for a start from Ireland, set it up. He's just coming around, being the decoy. But where is this guy getting his energy and his strength? New Zealand simply didn't defend it as well as they'd like to, but he barged his way over. What a phenomenal score from Ireland.
Joey Carberry will take the place kick just to put a little bit more daylight between the teams. The margin is 9 points. Can he make it 11? Carberry sends it on his way. The flags go up. Joey Carberry, first points in international rugby.
40 points. 40 Irish points. Look at the power. He backs himself. Old school Kevin Magg stuff. There's just phenomenal ball carrying. Going down the channel, no one was going to stop him. Look at that for energy.
Say there was a lot of pints spilled in Buccaneers. But Henshaw went over the line. Restart from the All Blacks. They try a low tricky one. Here's Henshaw once again. Alert to the danger. We're into the final 3 minutes of the game. Is it going to be a famous win for Ireland away from home? Or off Irish soil at least? Carberry sends one up. Maybe a little bit too much distance on that. Sevilla underneath it. New Zealand have to score twice. They can score 2 tries and a conversion to turn this one around, but you wouldn't put it past them.
Look at the organisation defence. Look at Olsen and Mann leading it.
And the pass goes astray. Carberry's the first one there. Phelan in support. And listen to the noise at Soldier Field.
Sloppy play again.
Another Ireland scrum. And it's turned into a penalty.
Now,
you take the
90 seconds. You've 90 seconds to kick a penalty. There is 120 seconds. So you take your penalty, you take every last second of that 90 seconds. 100% to take the penalty. That leaves 30 seconds with 14 points to get. This is it, gentlemen. You're watching history. Fantastic.
The crowd on their feet at Soldier Field. We've waited. It's a 219-year turnaround of drought there. 108 years for the Cubs, 111 years for Ireland. And this man born in New Zealand is going to seal and finish this game out. Joey Carberry. Did you think you'd ever see this day come around, Liam?
I predicted it this week, man.
Well, your all day tomorrow to write a big article about this one. I know you covered that Sports Writer of the Year award. Here comes Carberry. Just slides it past the upright. But it doesn't matter, the clock is gone past 79 minutes. One moment for the 21-year-old. Oh, the ball almost intercepted. A couple of knockdowns. Henshaw might have been away.
Second black scrum.
First knockdown, I think it's called a black scrum here.
It's amazing how energy, when you've got the ball, you've got the scoreboard, and you've got history reading, how much energy that can give you a player. Like Henshaw has put in a monumental shift today for 80 minutes. His tackle count was incredible. That score he just got was absolutely sensational.
Well, the people of Chicago thought they saw celebrations during the week when they won the World Series. They're going to see it taken to a whole new level in Chicago tonight. Perenara rules the ball in. A good shot from the Irish pack. Here comes Perenara. The Hooter sounds. The 80 minutes are up. Next time the ball goes out of play, you're witnessing history. Ireland will beat the All Blacks in senior rugby for the first time ever. There's crossing. It's an Ireland penalty. They'll have to kick it out. The Irish arms are raised in the air. The 23 Irish players know they won it. Gary Ringrose didn't manage to get onto the pitch. Sean Cronin, look at his face. Delight on the Irish players. Delight on the faces of the Irish crowd. Delight on the face of Liam Tolan sitting beside me.
I'm just thinking of all the legends that have come on. Think of the number 8 before the game when Ireland set up in the number 8, thinking of the great Anthony Foley and all the greats that have come in this Irish jersey, all the wonderful class players that we've produced have had many, many opportunities. One is in studio, obviously Gordon Darcy, who came so close in 2013. This is history. This is phenomenal. 111 years getting to this point in time, and to do so in Chicago is such a special moment.
Well, New Zealand, maybe they were getting a little bit tired, but the Irish team were in their faces. Ireland scored 5 tries against New Zealand. It's a famous, famous victory. New Zealand looking tired. Jamie Heaslip, was he refusing to give his jersey? Or was Kieran Reid? But Ireland's players celebrate. What a win. They came close in 2012. There's been a lot of pain over the years with Ireland going up against the All Blacks. But Ireland, Liam, were the better team today.
Ireland were by far the better team. Like, New Zealand were sloppy, and you have to ask yourself, why were they sloppy? They were sloppy because Ireland put them into positions, asked questions of them. From the very get-go, Ireland dominated field position and put themselves into positions where they're just a clinical nature of what they've done. You got to think of the backroom team, the staff, Mervyn Murphy, the technical analyst, all the different coaching. Andy Farrell, the new defensive coach, and how solid Ireland were. They'd be very upset with a couple of tries they conceded, but their work rate, and they stayed on both sides throughout. The line-out especially was a thing of joy. And there was one of the things we were talking before the game. You have to ask them All Blacks questions when they're down their 3 starting second rows, and Ireland did. And the precision that they used when they needed to was absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, brilliant, brilliant performance by Ireland. I think Farrell will have to go as defensive coach. Ireland let in 4 tries. They'll have to look at his position. But let's go to the studio. I'd say there was a few glasses of water spilled.
Unbelievable scenes, not only in Chicago at Soldier Field, but also in the Air Sports Studio. Hexes, hoodoos and curses be damned. 111 years of hurt and pain and sorrow and hard luck stories buried by a squad of heroes on the battlefield at Soldier Field. It's US presidential election week, and in Barack Obama's home city, we have proved that yes, we can. Is Fader Lynn today against the best of the best? They said that the All Blacks couldn't be beaten. Well, Ireland, Gordon Darcy, have beaten them. And with a little bit to spare, a day of days in Irish sport.
Absolutely. I can say I'm a little bit lost for words about what direction to go in this. It was a team performance. Some really, really strong individual moments in there, but they beat New Zealand at their own game. They were stronger mentally in the final quarter. They needed a score. They came back when New Zealand looked like they were getting back into it. Again, they found another gear to go to it. There's so many things to discuss in it, so many tries, so many individual performances. It was one of the most enjoyable games I've watched in such a long time.
Neil, your reaction, please.
Well, we got an answer to the question whether this All Black team is the greatest of all time. Obviously, they're not. That's a pale shadow of the team that has been dominating for the last 18 matches. But what we did get an answer to was who's the best coach in the world. There's no question Joe Smith is the best. This match had his fingerprint all over it. What a performance by the coach. What a performance by literally everybody there. The two halves, though, I think Murray and Sexton set it up for a brilliant finish.
Okay, so many heroes tonight, of course. Well, let's hear from Rory Best, the Ireland captain.
Brian O'Driscoll on right after the halftime, and we said, what was you talking about in the locker room? What were you talking about in the locker room that inspired these guys?
Okay, we just talked about attacking New Zealand. You know, we know they're a great side, and you can see how good a side they are, how much it means to our boys to have won that. But we just knew we had to go out and attack them. If you give them ball and stand off them, they are an unbelievably dangerous outfit. But look, I couldn't be prouder of the work we put in over the last. Look, it hasn't just been the last week, couple of weeks. It has been a long time in coming. It's been a long time, and it's history made. And look, we're absolutely ecstatic with a marvellous performance for us.
And of course, Chicago being the second home now for the Irish Rugby Football Union, a fantastic and utterly skillful display, as you said. How in the world will you top this going forward?
Look, I think first of all, I have to say a massive thank you to the support. It's been unbelievable. The atmosphere here, it felt like a home game to us. And, you know, I suppose now we're going to have to dye the river green for this one.
Rory, congratulations. Thanks very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Irish or
Still talking to Rory Best. It's very difficult to put into words that raw emotion, the reaction. Pat, make sense of it for us if you can.
Well, it's a phenomenal day for Irish rugby. You know, you just make no bones about it. The inspiration that's going to be for all the young Irish kids. You know, you had the women beating the New Zealand team. You've had the under-20s in the World Cup, and now to get that, it is going to give rugby even bigger lift than where it already is. You know, and I totally agree with what these guys have said. I mean, with Joe, I said at the beginning, the only way you can beat the All Blacks as a team and have a clear plan. And you can see the belief, and the belief comes from Joe's plan, the work that they put in, all the camps they've had, and the boys to go and execute that. It's just a great day for Irish rugby.
It certainly is, and we will analyse it all when we come back. But forever, from this day forward, the way we approach the New Zealand All Blacks will be different because of an heroic display at Soldier Field in Chicago today. So many highlights to enjoy in a moment.
Rugby coverage.
Yeah. Shit, man. What's up with that shit now, nigga? What's up with that shit now, nigga, you talking? Huh? What's up? Oh, yeah.
Three 0 to Australia.
I think we have to be happy, you know. They forced us winning the kit, and then the two offloads got them into that field position. Look, defensively, they would have been happy with that.
Dan Bigger looks for his target, Michael Hooper. Alex Cuthbert followed up, but Hooper went round him. Forward to Rory Arnold. Pass into Wales.
And that is exactly what I was saying. If Wales can contest there, if they can not just slow the Australian possession down,
Coming on one red RUGBY player.
then they're in business.
How many times have we seen this? Look at that, Gethin Jenkins over the top, stays on his feet. Very difficult to shift. You know, he's been doing that all throughout his career.
From one shot at goal at the end that isn't full, we have a giant Welsh flag in the old stand. Meanwhile, at the other, Lee Halfpenny back after such a long layoff. The too long fullback. Good to see him back in the Welsh team. Doing what he did before he was injured.
I think Australia will be very disappointed with that. You know, it's a simple exit plan. That's what they call it these days. They caught the ball, they took it in. Second was isolated, and they look at Gethin Jenkins. That should have been clean for the Australians.
Bernard Foley, his chance to pick out a catcher, goes shorter this time. Up goes Ross Moriarty, takes it well.
Get out.
Michael Hooper ordered out by referee Craig Joubert. Chris Webb. Just made an ankle tap. Australia in possession. Coleman. Arnold right with him. Sekopi Kepu the prop. Advantage, another penalty advantage. Now, newish centre, Reece Hodge. Foley. Beautifully played. Dane Hayden-Petty. Good hands from Tilcock to Kepu. Advantage being played. Australia very much on the front foot. More. Foley, good pass. Hodge. Kurindrani. Good tackle by Ken Owens, but Australia now 5 metres short. Scott Seal. Phipps long to Foley. Foley on his own. Moriarty with the tackle, along with Gethin Jenkins. Folau. The strength of Folau, staying on his feet. Arnold. Seal. Great tackle, Ross Moriarty. Gethin Jenkins. Phipps is throwing it back. Phipps over the head, Kurindrani, one quick pass to Foley. Can't take it, went backwards. Spate. Down Bigger with a tackle. Justin Tipperick over the ball.
Tipuric gives away the penalty. Kurindrani. Still Australia. Oh, fantastic tackle on Timani. Still in possession though, the kick. Haylett Petty. Too long. Penalty advantage. Way back.
Well, any thought that this was a poor Australian side that has been put to bed? That was absolutely brilliant play. The execution, they put in width on the ball from the first, from the rucks and mauls. They're beautiful to watch when they play like this.
Well, whoever's in charge of the Welsh defensive pattern has to sort this out. It's the third time that cross kick, has been dangerous.
Honestly, they are going to utilise Israel Folau. He is brilliant in the air. Great last-ditch defence. Some brilliant tackles by Wales. They've thrown everything at them in the first 10 minutes, and they haven't crossed the whitewash. Great start to the Test match by Australia. What a tackle!
Time is off. Ross Moriarty, well, he's on defensive duty so far, but he's putting his tackles in. And it is Ross Moriarty who is receiving attention. Beautiful day here in Cardiff. Looks like a stinger.
Yeah, he's put some big hits in. Desperate defence because they have thrown everything, but it's beautiful to see when the distribution, forwards passing, but they're playing with a lot of width at the moment, and they must have noticed that the Welsh defence does narrow under pressure.
Daring from Australia, going for the line-out 5 metres edge rather than the kicking goal. Australia have dominated possession in the opening 10.5 minutes. Up goes Coleman. Oh, used it once. Stephen Moore trying to drive the line-out infield and now forward. Driving line-out, Australia over the line, try awarded. Very clinical, properly set up, didn't panic, didn't start the drive until everyone was in a position, and the blocking positions, especially on once that gets good, very difficult to stop, but you have to say, given the preponderance of possession and territory, that's no more than the Australians deserve. Stephen Moore, the try scorer.
You two boys will know a lot more the catch and drive than I would, but good body position. But Wales would have been disappointed because it looked quite easy for them to get over there.
If you decide not to compete for the ball, which gives you an advantage in a certain sense, you can get the drive in earlier. You've got to hit it earlier and harder than Wales did. They allowed Australia to get the ball down and set before the effective counter drive came on. You've got to smack it as soon as the jumper hits the floor. Just the 5 points, but the try came from the penalty. Well, it's just afterwards when the maul had been properly set up. Keep the ball quick to them and keep the blockers in front. Look straight forward. It technically requires it to be done accurately, but once you do that, it's very good. Slight confusion. Dane Haylett Petty. Pick up the pieces after Michael Hooper said yours.
It's a poor kick by Foley there, and it's that's one thing that they've struggled. Their percentage is in the 60s of their kicking success.
Touched by Red, so this will be an Australian throw.
Touched by Red,
which means it is close in the end. You'd back Lee Arthur, wouldn't you, against him?
I think he'd back Lee Arthur against most kickers in the world at the moment.
Five in the Australian lineup. David Tocock takes it out. Adam Coleman.
You don't see that stat many times. 101 metres made yardage and 0 by Wales after 30 minutes.
Mick Phipps towards Cuthbert. That's a great take by Haylet Petty. Foley, Australia dominating possession. Kurindrani. Moore, the try scorer. From here. Good line by Falau. Knock on by Pocock. Says the referee. Bradley Davis picks up the scratch. George North, the first touch for the win.
We've made a meeting out of it.
Yes.
Ken Owens. Back to Dan Bigger. Wales just need to
It's a great kick.
settle. Well covered by Foley. Falau, the danger man, gives it back to Foley. Foley, dangerous in his own right.
7 red!
Oh, Wales nearly turned in there. Coleman.
Again, they're very narrow defensively.
Hodge, good pass, and the tackle to Falau. Falau, tackled by Cuthbert. That's an penalty advantage. That could be trouble for Wales.
That's a yellow card.
Pocock with the pickup. Cross forward. That won't matter.
Tom off.
Early tackle, we think. Well, we know.
I want to have a look at possibly pulling back.
Exactly, the action of the number 10 red.
Yeah. Fitzy, I don't know if you heard that. We're looking at a possible holdback, please. Yeah.
Well, this, I think, without seeing it, I think it's a yellow card. He is dragged back. Look, it's a brilliant tackle, but just what's bigger?
Because if it takes that, he's probably over.
Is that a penalty try? Will they think
Well,
of a
covering,
penalty try?
I mean, look,
Yeah,
covering, George North is there, so he can't necessarily say
Seeing
that.
11
But,
does cover as well. Huh?
He's off. That's a yellow card. Without a shadow of a doubt. Brilliant defence by Cuthbert, I have to say. Fantastic. And because Dan Bigger, he's gone beyond the right wing, he's got to do it. He knows what he's got to. He knows the consequences.
I'm seeing a really cynical pullback by 10 red. I'm seeing 11 red as possible cover, so I can't say a try probably would have been scored, but I am going to deal with the cynical action by 10 red, and he's going to go to the bin.
yes, I agree.
Yeah, thanks. Cynical. He didn't have the ball.
Right decision.
Dan Bigger will spend 10 minutes in the bin. No penalty try. Craig Joubert tells Stephen Moore. George North was covering. I think that's the point. Australia with the penalty, which why not? Go for the corner. Wales down to 14. Australia with everything going their way in this opening quarter of an hour.
And one of the things, Eddie, that's always an issue when you start the autumn internationals is the home teams haven't had more than the preparation in camp. The other teams are more fluid. Wales have to keep Australia out.
Tamani with the take. At least it's gone to ground. Wales have the put in. Will they, Brian?
Well, the thing is, we've got now 9 minutes plus in which to try and stop Australia getting a lead which will be insurmountable. Because, Wales, I don't know what the possession was, I can't remember the stat, but in the first 15 minutes, hardly any ball at all. Yeah.
Time off, let's just let this guy do his boots.
David Pocock just given time.
Make the most of this next few 8 minutes.
Lee Halfpenny has gone into the clearing position. Wales would probably be happy if this scrimmage goes on for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Nobody else will, but
I don't think Greg Sinclair will allow that.
I think the Australian's good for a long time. You know, was poor and he's got better, immeasurably better in the last 3 years. But one of the reasons is this. One of the reasons is this. When you see the scrum engage, you see the back five working hard, pumping forward. And although that doesn't make any difference in terms of the way the meters you go over the put-in line, but it does mean that you go on the front foot in terms of the shove. So still pushing.
So far, good for Wales. Good breakout by Ross Moriarty. Difficult to shine when you're on such limited scraps, but Moriarty's done well. Cuthbert nearly up to the 22. Halfpenny in the acting standoff position. No drops back. Allows Reece Webb to kick. Just as well, Halfpenny went back because he's now in possession from the rebound. Safely there for Webb to have another go. He doesn't. Trying to make the angle better for the clearance. Bradley Davis did that. Halfpenny. The relative safety of touch.
You mentioned earlier, Andre, the fact that the ball was quick from Australia. One of the reasons it's quick is that in the initial first up tackling, the Australian carriers are making that 2 or 3 yards, which makes it much more difficult to defend.
yeah, I just think that they're winning the contact area. They're getting that extra yard.
Coleman, Pocock, Phipps. And then Foley gets past Scott Williams. Knocks on with the line at his mercy.
And you know what? He has been on fire in the Super 15.
I tell you, watch the creativity here. That is absolutely brilliant. Absolute brilliance. Just watch this. As it goes. Dummy runners either side. There you go. There's one dummy that takes the first defender in. That's such a walk-in for the winger. He will... That's what?
Well, especially against the defence of the man down as well.
Yeah. I tell you, that dummy run just fought everyone. Oh.
The lead remains remarkably at just 5 points.
Bind!
The Halfpenny finds touch. It's an Australian throw because it was a free kick.
Watch the dummy run here by the centre, Kulrani. He takes Jamie Robertson, which opens the gap up, and that is absolute walk-in.
What will they do again? No Pocock this time, but still it's dangerous. It's forward. Oh, Hawks this time juggles the ball, hangs on to it, whistle's gone, knock on. Oh.
I tell you what, at the moment, they are at 6 and 7.
They are, however, they're not conceding points.
No. They have got to. This is their forward pass, that's not the next one. There's the forward pass. And again, they create the numbers, the 2-on-1. It's just brilliant ball movement. And the decoy runners are holding the defenders, creating the spaces. They'll be disappointed. They haven't, put more points on the board, and Wales will be there.
Bradley Davis just having a diplomat. Bradley Davis just having a diplomat. Bradley Davis just having a diplomat. Bradley Davis just having a
had to do. I think if Sean Edwards did have hair, he'd be pulling most of it out.
cut. Bind. Set.
From a Welsh point of view, how long is gone? I didn't go to stop it, but involved in these three scrums, probably, I don't know, 3-4 minutes.
Well, we're at minute 15. Dan Bigger went off, so we've had 3 near misses, and the rest has been basically settling down for a scrum.
Yeah, and that's not good enough for the game. It really isn't.
Dan Bigger. Think of that. Warming up again.
Yeah, I think it's 1 minute ago, and they were looking exceptionally well to hold up.
And again, it's that lack of stability. He's warned them. It doesn't the free kick become a penalty?
It can do. It depends how many he wants to allow. So from an Australian point of view, you've got a limited amount of time left when you've got the advantage. Why would you, and they did, tap on that scrum? Just, why would you even bother to do that?
He'll be happy with the creativity, but very, very disappointed with the execution. And he knows momentum shifts in rugby, in all sports, and you've got to make the most of it, points-wise, when the momentum's with you.
One Cheka looks on as Dan Bigger comes back on. Wales up to 15 again. Line out on halfway. Arnold to Phipps. Foley. The running operation begins. The dummy runners. Then the heavy shifters. Adam Coleman. First of all, Phipps to Moore. Foley inside. It's worked so well. Hodge for Lau. Must be this time. Surely. Reece Hodge scores. At last, Australia will say.
Yeah, well, the irony, didn't concede when they were man down, immediately comes back on first play and they do concede. It's the thing about the runs, all the angles are right, the timing's right.
He has been brilliant. Again, you know, it's a wide first pass, I think, which stretches the defence. It's just a simple inside ball. The defence just gets lazy, Full-out comes in, and Hodges back. You know, he has been exceptional, but just watch. It's just a simple, easy ball. They target Samson Lee, the prop forward, right? He's not going to get there. So if you watch the replay on the big wide camera, just watch it now, okay? So they'll go wide. There we are. There's the inside ball. Who do they target? Number 3, the Welsh number 3, that he can't get there. Brilliant, brilliant play. Great inside ball. Deserved try.
And if you look at the two contacts before that, each time the Australian carrier didn't only get over the gain line, he made 3-4 yards.
Bernard Foley. Landed one, missed one. Again, could be a lot worse for Wales. Foley slightly off the mark at the moment.
I don't want to encourage illegality, however, from a Welsh point of view, when you in a defensive pattern and players have gone fast, you've got to pull them down.
Welcome to the legality one.
I think that's right.
Luke Charters gets a hand to Wales in possession. Reece Webb. The cheer goes up. Wales in the Australian half. Ross Moriarty. Webb to Bigger. Jamie Roberts. Charters.